If you think you've tried eggs in every way possible, let me introduce you to Korean drug eggs, also called Mayak eggs. They're named that because they're extremely addictive, and you'll see why. To start, you need eggs. White or brown doesn't matter for flavor or nutrition, but brown shells tend to be a bit thicker and easier to peel. Drop the eggs into boiling water and start the timer. For the texture I showed at the start, boil for 7 minutes, keeping the water boiling constantly. The yolk stays quite soft, but don't worry if you want it creamier. Soaking it in the soy sauce marinade firms it up a lot. When the timer goes off, take the eggs out and ideally plunge them into ice water to stop them cooking immediately. Now peel the eggs. The easiest way is cracking the shell on both ends multiple times, then gently roll the eggs on the table. Or just crack the shell gently if you prefer. Now, let's prep the other ingredients. Chop 2 green onion stalks, half an onion, and 1 red chili. I like to use plenty of chili for max flavor, but to avoid overwhelming heat, I remove the seeds. Then chop the chili and set it aside. To finish the eggs, put them in a container, add the chopped green onion, and chili. 2 crushed or grated garlic cloves, 1/3 cup soy sauce, 20 grams rice vinegar, half a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil, and a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid sweetener. Fill the container with just enough water to cover the eggs, maximum a half a cup to not dilute the soy sauce too much. Top with white sesame seeds, cover and refrigerate at least 6 hours, ideally 12. Meanwhile, let's make the Japanese rice to serve with it. Japanese rice is stickier and slightly sweet. Perfect to pair with the eggs and soak up the marinade. Rinse the rice at least 3 times or until the water runs clear. Not mandatory, but it helps. Rinsing removes surface starch, avoiding mushy texture. Rinsed rice is sticky but in a controlled way and it's shinier. Unrinsed rice becomes a dull, sticky mess. Now, the easiest and most convenient way to cook rice is the rice cooker. Add water following the cooker's marks for the amount of rice used in cups. I use 2 cups, add half a teaspoon or 3 grams of salt. I use a conservative amount of salt so the marinade can be poured liberally without oversalting. Mix and start the cooker. When done, unplug and let the rice rest inside for 10 minutes. This resting is essential to finish cooking and distribute the moisture evenly. The rice will stick together but not too much. Perfect to soak up sauces like our marinade. If you don't have a rice cooker, here's a method using a regular pot with consistent results. Rinse the rice as before, add equal parts rice and water. I use 1 cup rice, so 1 cup water, add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, bring to a boil over high heat. Just before boiling, stir gently to loosen grains stuck to the bottom. Cover the pot with a kitchen towel under the lid. This traps the steam inside the pot. Steam trapping is crucial because rice absorbs water in a 1:1 ratio. What varies in stovetop cooking is how much steam escapes during cooking. That's why recipes usually call for extra water to compensate for evaporation. Due to stove power, lid tightness, and rice amount, water ratios are never perfectly consistent without practice. That's why rice cookers work so well. Sealed, consistent temperature, and preset water ratios guarantee perfect rice every time. Back to stovetop rice. After covering, cook on the lowest heat possible for 10 minutes. Then turn off the heat and keep the pot covered for 5 more minutes. This yields great results. Just avoid scaling this method linearly for larger batches. With rice ready, it's time to serve. See how amazing these eggs look after just 12 hours of marinating. Serve over rice with 1 or 2 tablespoons of the marinade on top, and let's taste it. This just goes to show that there's no reason to eat bland food on a diet. This is just rice and eggs, but with a completely different flavor. Salty, umami, spicy, slightly sweet, and the yolk texture is absolutely amazing. The lightly salted Japanese rice soaks up all the marinade perfectly. Honestly, it reminds me of sushi rice. And if you like this video and want more carefully tested and explained diet recipes to nail on the first try, check out one of these videos, and I'll see you there.